Greetings hobbyists, this is Artisans of All, and in this video we're comparing set vertex distance to the edge length function in ND. So a few videos ago we were having a look at the set vertex distance free extension. If I just click on a vertex and then shift click another one, we have to hold Control Shift Alt and D, or you can go to your M panel and we can set our distance. So at the moment it's got a current distance of 2 and we can change that to, let's say, 3. We'll just leave this on all because it'll just carry it on along the edge. Click OK, and this goes to a distance of 3. Really nice. And then Tristan from the awesome Huge Menace, who make ND, said, well, ND can do this as well as one of its functions. So we'll just Shift and D, bring out another cube, and then we'll talk about these, where they're similar and where they're different. Now I want to be really clear about this. While on the thumbnail it says versus, these are both entirely free. So for set vertex distance and ND, just come to get extensions. We've got set vertex distance here, and then you just need to install that. And we've got ND as well, which is just here. Again, install it. And for anyone to put up something free on the Blender Extension Warehouse is really appreciated. And ND is such a massive tool set, it's not unsurprising that I missed this, because it's got so many functions on it. I'll put a link to a playlist on ND in the description. So, similarities and differences. So we'll start with that set vertex distance. The way this works is I click on one vertex, shift click on the next as we showed earlier, and then it will use the first selected vertex. In fact, let's do that the other way around. So click there and then shift click there. That first one as the origin point, basically saying we're going to do distance from there. Control Shift Alt and D, and then it's got our current distance, set our target distance. We could put that as 4, and then we can click OK, and it's going to change that distance to 4. Now if we just come into this one and use ND for the same thing, we can either do 2 vertices selected, or we could do an edge, and then we Shift and 2. There is a shorter menu as well, the fast menu, but this doesn't seem to recognize that I might want that set vertex distance, which is fine. So we're going to Shift and 2, it's in the sketch option, and then edge length. And if I click on that, we start moving our edge length. Now, if you don't want to have the menu moving with this, you can just hit P, and now that is pinned, and we can just move our mouse back and forward, and anytime you can hit P again, it goes back to the mouse. So you can put your menu wherever you want it to be, and start moving backwards and forwards. Now, at the moment, this is working off the center, so it's got the distance as a total, but it is being moved from the center. We don't have that option with set vertex distance. And then we can change the anchor, so if I hit A, it now goes off one side, and then A again, it will go off the other side. The other thing that's really nice about ND is at the moment, it's got this set as absolute. If I hit D, we can just change it to offset, so now it's how much it's different from its original length. And if I hit that D again, it goes back to absolute. At any point, if you want to see what it originally was, if you just hit X, it goes back to its original distance, in this instance of 2. And then I can start moving from there again. You've also got a couple of other things. You can hold down Shift if you want to move in smaller increments, or if you want to just scroll up with your mouse wheel, it will go in whole increments from where it originally was. So if I hit X, it will go to 2, the original distance, and if I scroll up, it will go to 3 and then 4 and so on. Or I could just type in a distance if I want to be very precise. So I could type in 2.5 and then it will go to 2.5 and hit Enter. So we've got all of the options, mostly, I'll come back to that we have with set vertex distance, and a few additional ones as well. Now, the other thing that's very important here is for set vertex distance, let's come to this, it will only work on one set of vertices at a time. So if I want to move this as well, I'm going to have to click and then shift click, Control Shift Alt and D, and then set that target distance again, and it will retain that older value. So if I just do that one more time, you've got this target distance remains the same as what the previous distance was. So it's not a huge set of extra work, but it is something to do. Whereas in ND, I can Shift and 2, set edge length, and then you'll notice it stays pinned, and now this will work on both of them at the same time, so we don't have to do one then the other. However, there is one issue with this. With the anchoring, you'll notice that it often causes some problems and goes to opposite corners. I think this is because of the way Blender sets out the numbering of all these vertices. If I just escape out of this, this is very quick to solve. What ND have done is they've recognized this as a problem, and they've said, well, we'll set this to work off of the cursor, the 3D cursor, if it's sort of relevant to this object. So if I hold down Shift and right click to set the cursor there, closest to this side, and then do the same thing. So let's just edge length again, and then I hit A. Now it recognizes that we're going to be probably looking at these different vertices that are on one side as the start and the end, and I can still, let's go to D for absolute, change this to 3 and hit enter, and we've got that sorted. So massive benefit here of being able to do 2 edges at the same time, and we've got a few more options. I will say for both of them, let's just rotate these around. They do recognize that objects have moved. So for this, it's sort of irrelevant. It doesn't allow you to set the axes when you do your set edge length. It's always just working off of, it's just A and A. It's always just working off of the edges as if you were doing an edge slide. For example, if I came to here and here and GG and started doing an edge slide there and then hit C to clamp, then you can go further. So it seems to be working off this same sort of edge slide functionality. Whereas with our set vertex distance, it's got a few more options. We can set it on our local directions. For example, this was locally on the Y. We can change that back to 2 and click OK. Though, it seems to have got slightly confused and gone in the positive. So what we'll have to do is come here and then type that in as -2 on the Y, and it'll set it back to that original distance. This also does have one other feature. Let's actually just Alt and R to get the rotation back. What's a nice feature of this, we'll just set this one back as well to make it into a cube. But now if we go to -2, it's going to get confused again because we've moved everything around. So this does sometimes have little issues with itself, but it does have a great function that this isn't just working on the edge length. So for example, if I do want to move this relative to our starting point over here, but not in the y-axis, so I want to go into the x-axis and I want to change this to -1, we can tell it to go 1 this way as well, something that we can't really do with our set edge distance from ND, but what we could do is just go into a different edge and do that way. It just depends on what you're wanting to work relative to. So both have options, both fulfill a very similar purpose. It's just going to be what you prefer as a technique or a thought process to decide which one you think is best for you. But again, they're free. Download both. If this was me, I'd be using ND most of the time, but I'll be using set vertex distance when I want to do something like this and offset from an original point. So there we go, 2 free add-ons offering similar but also different functionality. I also will say that ND puts out an add-on called Select Pro. I'll put a link to that video in the description as well, which is a very, very nice add-on. I've been using it since it came out and it's basically second nature now and really helpful as a time saver. So if you do want to help support Huge Menace, you could either look at purchasing that add-on. I'll put links to that in the description. They are affiliate links. Feel free to not use that if you want all the money to go to Huge Menace. I never begrudge anyone wanting to not use my affiliate links. They're there if you want to help support the channel, but I appreciate that you want to help support Huge Menace as well. Or you can always choose to pay for ND as well, but it is free on the extension warehouse. Hope to see you in the next video, and have a great day.